Coming up in this episode, Uncle Tim signs new Salford deal. The secret's out, Broadbent joins cast. And despite success on the field, off the field is another question for Wigan. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Now, we begin today's episode down at Salford, as they have announced that their Samoan World Cup star, Tim Lafai, has signed a new 3-year deal with the club. Lafai has had a wow of a season in what is just his debut season in Super League, and Lafai took to the Betfred Super League by storm and established himself as one of the competition's finest centres. The Samoan's explosive power and technical quality was apparent from day one, and his efforts were recognised by being included in the 2022 Dream Team for Super League and also the Samoan squad, initially as a backup player. His stats for the 2022 season have been impressive as well, as he totaled 49 offloads in the campaign, which was the highest in Super League, and his trademark backhand flick to Joe Burgess on the left edge became a potent weapon for Paul Rowley's side. Upon extending his contract, Lafai had a simple message for the Salford supporters. Salford, Uncle loves you. Uncle Tim's head coach, Paul Rowley, said it's great news that Tim has chosen to stay with us. He is a tremendous player and, more importantly, a great friend and teammate to everybody. He's been a joy to coach and a very positive influence in our environment. Now that they have cemented Lafai's place at the club even more, it has been a help to fend off potential suitors from the NRL and Super League with this new deal. Another key moment of the season for Salford was Lafai at his brilliant best when he helped them to the semi-finals against St Helens. He's devastated the championships champions earlier in the season and was named in the Super League Dream Team, as we know. He reflected on his new deal on social media and how he went from a traffic controller to Salford Red Devils star. He said, "Glory to the man above for blessing me and my family with another 3 years over in sunny Salford. This club and team gave this traffic controller a chance to find his love and passion for the game again, so I'm grateful to you all. Excited to make more great memories with you all." By the time this contract ends, Tim Lafai will be 34 years old, and after spending time since 2011 in rugby league with Canterbury Bulldogs during 2 periods and St George Illawarra Dragons, playing 195 games, scoring 56 tries, including this season with Salford, he is looking to make more memories as he goes along, and seems to have found a home in Super League with Salford Red Devils. Undoubtedly one of the stars of 2022 in Salford colours, definitely, as he has gone from a relatively unknown in this country to a Super League Grand Final semi-finalist and World Cup finalist, all in the same year. What can he do in 2023? We'll have to see, but it'll be a bit tougher, as players will be getting to learn what I can do. Obvious talent obviously will be targeted. Still feeling the pinch after the COVID-19 pandemic, Wigan Warriors have logged their annual report and accounts with Companies House reporting an operating loss of just over £1.75 million for the year ending November the 30th, 2021. Wigan Warriors issued their statement to Companies House, which is the place where companies can incorporate and dissolve limited companies, examine and store company information, and make information public to the company, available to the public, so that people can see their expenditure and financial outcomes. For instance, as we've seen, profits and losses and tax revenues. But in Wigan Warriors' statement of comprehensive income, it revealed their profit and also their administrative costs, which almost reached a huge £6 million, and as a result they recorded that £1.75 million in losses. This obviously comes off the back of the pandemic and follows an operating loss of £442,595, which was a bit stymied due to governmental help during that period. During that pandemic period, lots of sources of income were blocked or limited, most notably matchday attendance and profits for that time, with many games played either behind closed doors or open to a very limited capacity, which ran for about 18 months. The report sees these factors and explained. As the company's operations continued throughout 2021, the availability of COVID-19 related governmental support was significantly reduced, in particular the Job Retention Scheme. As a result, the ability to utilise this support to mitigate the reduction in revenue was significantly reduced. As a consequence, the company made a much higher operating loss in 2021 than in 2020. While this has been challenging, the losses have been managed through the utilisation of loan funding from the UK government and from Lenihan Investments Limited. That last part is exactly what it sounds like. Effectively, Ian Lenihan's company has lent his business, Wigan Warriors Rugby League Club, substantial amounts to see them through the pandemic. This is a practice that's happened a lot in sports, but one that has left the Warriors reporting a loss in 2021. Recent bad news also followed with the kit distributor, where we commented yesterday about Elite Sports UK going into administration, leaving a huge amount of stock seized at port, meaning many Cherry and Whites fans may not receive their new shirts for Christmas. However, a club the size of Wigan Warriors, with constant high attendances, great merchandise and star players, they are surely going to be on the up again in no time at all. It will take a little bit of time to revert back to what they were before the pandemic, but success on the field also breeds success in the stands. It's up to Matt, Pete and the boys to show what they can do. Be interesting, as we're sure to see a resurgent Warrington this year, and Leeds Rhinos have put building blocks in again to try and stymie them. There's a lot of barriers, they just need to break them down. And finally, what is probably the worst kept secret in Rugby League, Castleford Tigers have announced the signing of young outside back Jack Broadbent from Leeds Rhinos, and he has signed a 2-year contract with the club. A young Batley Bulldogs boys junior, Broadbent has developed and come through the Leeds Rhinos academy, impressed when he broke into their first team following his debut in 2020. Across 22 appearances, he scored 9 times before making the move to Featherstone for most of the 2022 season on loan, where he shone for his parent club at Featherstone, scoring 8 tries during his 12-match spell at the Rovers. Adding a further option to his existing Castleford backline, the 22-year-old has begun life as a Tiger in pre-season training, following a few weeks off after being involved with the England Knights setup at the end of the domestic season. Broadbent has also impressed with the Knights programme, scoring twice against Jamaica at the Jungle in 2021. I was actually there that game. and they're also picking up a score against Scotland this past month. Now ready for the new challenge, the exciting youngster is delighted to be part of the Tigers. I'm delighted to join Cass. I've had my first week here and I'm having a blast. The lads have made me feel welcome, and so have the coaches. I'm aching a bit after the first week of getting back into training, but I've really enjoyed it. The training has been good and the standards are really high. Broadbent joins Castleford with a few familiar faces such as Alex Sutcliffe, Alex Mellor, Callum McClelland and Muiz Mustafa. So the transition has been easy for Broadbent coming into the Cass camp. I feel like I've fitted in really well, and you can definitely feel that it is a close-knit team. Hopefully we can do that on the field and take that into next season and into our rugby. I'm really good friends with a couple of the boys, and they've been telling me about the club before I came over, and they've been giving me a bit of an insight. I'm happy to be back with them. After spending almost the entire of the 2022 campaign on loan away from his parent club Leeds, Jack is looking to establish himself as a Super League talent. It probably didn't go the way I wanted it at Leeds last year and ended up on loan at Featherstone. I feel like I've had a strong end of the season under Brian McDermott, and I felt like I learnt a lot during this time. This is my first permanent move, and I'm looking to make that step up and become a week in, week out Super League player. This was followed up by his new head coach Lee Radford at the Tigers, as he went on to say Jack is at the right age and right stage of his career to join us here at Cass. This is an opportunity for him to springboard personally, and hopefully we are going to reap the rewards for that. What he has been doing has been noticed, and we are aiming to take the next step with him. I love his utility. He has been in training a week, and he has bounced from one position to another and been at the front of some of the stuff we have done as well. Credit where it's due. When we've come to sign him, I was aware about his professionalism and how hard he trains, and I'm not disappointed so far. I'd say he's a mature kid for his age. Again, for the group, it will hopefully be beneficial for us. Back during his Batley days, Broadbent almost became a rugby league referee and refereed at a junior level. He took a referee's qualification course at the same time. So he will have an insight into the refereeing course mindset, which should help Castleford as well. But his main focus will probably rugby league, as he has now reached he has reached his first goal when he was at Leeds to become a professional rugby league player. Now he looks to continue to do that and has a new dream: be an established player for Cass in the Super League, week in, week out. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that nice notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business for everyone. Please be respectful. That's the only rule. I always say it every single episode. Remember, you can contact me at any point during this video. Just comment in the section and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Anyway, what's your thoughts of the three stories? Broadbent to Castleford, Wigan Warriors, administration costs, and Tim Lafai's new deal at Salford, keeping him at the club for the next 3 years. It'll be interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the best, so please stay safe. And I'll see you in the next episode.